Hi everybody, today we're going to be making a balloon castle. There it is, check it out. Really easy to do. We're going to be using two balloons to do it. It is a 260 for the gray and the red is a 160, but you could definitely upsize this to 350s and maybe even the 646s. So let's go ahead and get into it. The only marker I'm going to use is the black, as you can tell right there, to do the artwork, and we'll go over that in just a minute. So again, one gray 260, one red 160. Let me show you how much I inflated them, just so you know. Okay, quite a bit of a tail on that about a hand's grip there. You see, a lot for the 160, and then for the gray, about the same. You have a little bit of sticking out at the end there. So if you never watched any of my tutorials, what I always do is I bring the sound down. I'll do voiceover. But you can tell this design is really easy, but I'm still going to do that. So let's go ahead and bring the sound down. Let's get started. Here we go. So the first balloon we're going to start with is our gray 260. So it's about 4 fingers there that we're doing. And then we're going to do 2 1-inch pinch twists. And then we're going to go right back down and we're going to match the gray, the 4 fingers there. There you go. And we're just going right back down to the nozzle, just matching that. Very good. Just give it a squish, make sure it's nice and soft. And so the way I measure this is I go the bottom of that, you see where that twist is, right where the 2 pinch twists end for the smaller portion of the castle. Okay, so we have our longer portion here in the middle, and then we're going to do another short one on the other side. So there we are. And notice here that I do grab the nozzle and I pull it through that larger section. That way we can keep it locked. All right. And so I'm going to do another short version or short side of the castle. And one thing to keep in mind is that, you know, the measurement that I showed, I would do about another inch shorter than what I actually showed you. And you'll get a little more relief when you're dealing with the balloon at the end. Because when I finish here at the end, you notice that balloon is pretty tight right there. So that'll help you out if you do that just about an inch less than what I had shown. Okay, so please keep that in mind. So it's 2 small portions of the castle, as you can tell, and we have one longer than the other. Okay, so now we're coming in with our 160, and I'm just going to wrap it into one of the shorter ends right at the pinch twist. Okay, there we are. And so I'm just going around there a couple times. Once I got it, I'm going to do a 2-finger segment there, followed by a 1-finger bubble, and then we're going to do another 2-finger. Okay, and now I'm just going to go wrap it inside there into the pinch twist. And now what I'm going to do, because I want those right next to the castle, to the main tower, I'm going to pull that 160 right through the longer piece, the longer section of the castle. There we go. And I'm just going to pull it up against there real snug, and then I'm going to give it a twist. And that will let me know, you know, how tight do I want that other tower to be up against the main tower. And so now all I have to do is roll it around that pinch twist, the set of pinch twists, and it's going to stay there in place, which is real nice. And so now all we got to do is repeat our little small roofs for the towers. So it's a 2-finger segment followed by a 1-finger bubble followed by another 2-finger segment, and just wrap that around a couple times. And now you can break off any excess, but don't let go of that just yet, because we're going to put a flag on top. And so one thing to keep in mind when you're making this is you can definitely switch up the colors, which is really cool. I did a pink and purple one when I was playing around with it, and my daughter really liked it. So anyway, like I said, you break off that red and don't get rid of it just yet, because again, we're going to put a flag on the top there, and that'll really help sell that this is a castle. All right, so I'm just wrapping it into the pinch twist there, and then I'm going to do just a segment there. It's about 2 fingers, I would say, 2.5. Do a couple of pinch twists. There we go. And this is going to just help it stay secure and stand upright, not go crooked or anything on us. That's really what we're using those 2 pinch twists for. All right, and then we're just going to match that segment that we used for the bottom of the flagpole. We're going to match it for this segment as well. And we'll do another small pinch twist, and we're going to come right back down to those 2 pinch twists. Okay, so we're just matching that segment again. Alrighty, and I'm going to pull that balloon right through those pinch twists just to make sure. And now we're just going to measure our flag, and we'll see how much we want it to hang out. And so we got the pinch twister on the top to help secure it. We're just going to wrap it around, make sure it looks good, shape the flag. Very good. I think we're just about done. And now the last thing we're going to do is just break off that last little piece of the 160. And now we just do any kind of adjustments, make sure it looks nice. And we're going to be moving on to the artwork. So thank you very much for sticking around to this point. Hopefully you have enjoyed this design and realized that it's not so hard. Alrighty, here we go. Alright, so we made it to the end of the twisting. As you can tell, it's not that bad, which is really cool. And so let's go over the artwork really fast. I'm using a chisel tip to do this. So let me go up here and get a little bit closer. And so I'm just going to go for a window shape. There we go. So you can tell, and I'm just going to fill that in now. And I'm actually going to put a seal on this, so it's just a rectangle down below. There we go. And you can repeat that for the rest of them. That's the nice thing about the chisel tip, is you can fill that in pretty fast. There we go. And this design is definitely one of those off the beaten path, but it is pretty cool to be able to have something like this that you can pull out, and maybe somebody says, make me something that I never seen before. Chances are a castle something they never seen before, at least the small one like this. I know that there's some great castles out there, really big ones. Buster has a super cool castle if you never made that before, so definitely check that out. So anyway, let's go over just the brick part that we want to do. I'm just going to do 3 lines, so pay attention to this, that they are slightly staggered. See, they're not perfect, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, that one in between there. There we go. And so we'll be able to simulate that we got some break going on there. Ta-da. And I'm just going to repeat that over here. Do it again. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And let me hold it up here a little higher. I'll do this one right here so you can see it exactly. There, there, and there. So we got 1, 2, 3. Push that one over a little more. There we go. Okay. And so the last thing you can do that makes the windows look better is you go and you outline them. You see where I did the windowsill? That's probably about where you want to go. And I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so I'm going to do that for all of them. Try to be consistent all the way around. So you see the windowsill is an indicator about how far I want to go for the outside of the window there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just being consistent so I can do it quickly. If you get in the habit of doing that with all of your art, especially when it comes to drawing on balloons, it's definitely going to get better when you do that. See, if we did that, so we're just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, just to make sure. And my wife, she was actually saying, she pointed out a good thing, saying that this looked like the kind of like the little Mario Brothers castle. So I thought that was pretty cute. I think she had a good point actually. So anyway, if you haven't rated this video, please do so. Give it a thumbs up if you like this. Like I said, something that's unusual. If you don't like it, that's okay. Maybe you hate castles. I don't know. You know. So anyway, you can give it a thumbs down. It's no big deal. Comment down below. Say, yeah, I've never seen a castle before. I might try that. Right. And then the last one is actually share and then subscribe too. You know, that way you can get notified when I'm putting something out like this that maybe you've never seen before, at least small as this is. And don't forget, like I said, upsize this with 350s or go all 160s and make it small, you know. So anyway, I thank you very much for watching. Until next time, happy twisting.